Hey everybody, synicalmanor here. Today we're going to be flying and starting up the AH64D Apache. Show you how to start that up. Pretty simple procedures, very quick to start them up. And what you're going to do is we're going to jump inside the cockpit, and we're going to hit I to remove our HMD here. And we'll go over to the left side panel. Go ahead and right click on the what was that thing called? A master ignition switch. Right click on that to go to battery. You're going to lift this tab here at the APU and hit the APU button with a left click. It's going to go ahead and fire up the APU, get that running. That'll bring all our systems online.
Hydraulic failure.
And some master cautions, master warnings. And we'll come over here and shut the door. We're about to start the engines. This is a pretty quick procedure. So once you got that going, you go over here to these. First we're going to turn on the outside lights. So you're going to right click on both these. That way our anti-collision lights and navigation lights are on. They know we're about to start. So on this switch here, we're going to right click. That's going to turn the left engine on. You'll get another master caution. We'll just silence that. When this gets to 20%, there it is. We're going to hit left alt and home. Introduce fuel to that. And you'll get another master caution. Over here to the fuel page. And this will settle about 67.5%, 66%, somewhere in there. And you can see with the green lines we have fuel going to the engines. Alright, so that's settled down now. So now we'll go to the right engine. And you look behind that left throttle. Click on the right engine. Same thing. When that one gets to 20%, we'll introduce fuel there. And get the right engine going. There it is. So that's right shift and home.
Engine 2 out.
And we'll get another master caution. Silence that. So while that's coming up, we'll go over here to our artificial horizon. Go ahead and mouse wheel on that and get that set. Turn all our radios on. Set here. That's good to go. Alright, and then at this point both engines are stable. So we're going to increase to full 100% power. You're going to take these levers here, right here, and you're going to put them up to where it says fly. So on my keyboard, I've got them set to the minus and plus keys. So I'm going to hit plus. I'm just going to dab it like, you know, push, let off, push, let off, push. And you'll see it ease up. Because you don't want to give it all at one time. It can cause an issue. So just kind of a little bit at a time. And you'll notice too, if you do it fast, you'll get a master caution. Alright, so now it's up and running. We'll wait till she settles down to 101. There she is. And we'll turn off the APU. Just click on that, close the little hatch. And she started. She's ready to go. Now, I'm going to show you how to... Oh, I did forget this. This is your RWR. Go ahead and just turn that on. Let it run its system check. It's up and running, and we'll just arm it. So that's good to go for you. It's in automatic mode. You can bypass it if you want to, but I keep it in auto. And so you just bring your reticle back in with I, and we'll taxi. We're going to do a wheel taxi. So I've got a button joint bound on my joystick. It's what I always use for nose wheel steering on fixed wing planes. I use the same button, but it's for my tail light. You can see where, or excuse me, tail wheel. But you can, let me get this out of the way. But you can see where my tail light, or tail wheel unlock just came on. If I hit it again, it'll turn it off. In a straight line, you want to keep this thing locked. When you're making a turn, you unlock it, use the tail wheel, and then once you're straight again, lock it back. And there's a pin in that, so unless that wheel's completely straight, you can lock it, but it won't be straight until the wheel straightens out and is within that pin. Alright, so we're going to increase throttle up to 30%. You can see her getting light. 29's good. We'll just push forward on the collective here. Oh, sorry. Forgot to take the parking brake off. That would be helpful. Alright, push forward on the collective. I was like, why is this thing not moving? And we're just going to taxi to the runway. So our tail wheel's locked at this point. Check left, we'll check right on the taxiway, make sure nobody's coming out. We're going to unlock our tail wheel, and we're going to ease her to the right. Doesn't take much. She will spin out of control if you're not careful. Just gradually pushing it, and I'm going to lock it back at this point. See, it just locked because the tail wheel got straight. And you can give it minute amounts of rudder. She will turn. You can see that I'm turning. The tail wheel's locked. But in a sharp turn, and we're only doing 10 knots. Sharp turn, you want to unlock the tail wheel. And we'll go ahead and slow her down to about 6 knots or so. We'll unlock that tail wheel. You can see it's unlocked. And we'll start turning to the left. So we get to the runway. Too fast, and that's when she gets a little uncontrollable. Come on, baby. I'm still new to the Apache, so I apologize if I'm not perfect on these things. Alright, so we're going to enter the runway. No, I didn't call for clearance or anything like that because I'm not wasting my time. This is a tutorial on how to start and taxi, not how to call for clearance. So we'll turn the tail wheel back unlocked. Get it set up here on the runway. And I've not touched my my throttles at all on this, as far as increasing collective or anything like that. I think I said collective earlier, but I meant cyclic. Well, you get up to 30%. We're a little high right now, but 30% to taxi, and then you use your cyclic. And we'll go ahead and lock back. And we're locked in. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently add collective. And we're hovering. And a little left rudder. And she's flying. Real simple. Gave her a little bit too much collective. Kind of going up some. We'll even her out here. A little off the center of the runway, but that's okay. Now, the hardest thing I found is landing this thing. Just because when she gets slow, she likes to get all wonky. Gotta watch the collective. Adding a little left rudder in. See, she's starting to come around to the front. And she's coming down a little faster than I want her to. Just gotta watch that collective. Come on, baby. And there she's down. But let me pull that up so I can show you here. Alright, so alright. So when I'm taking off, get her to 30% again. That way we can show you taxi speed. You can see my collective on the left. Alright, so we're going to push forward on the cyclic. Give her a little right rudder so we can spin that tail around some. Alright, so now we're moving forward. We're going to give her more collective until she lifts up off the ground. Give her a little bit of left rudder. Look at that. Look at that. And we're drifting to the left just a fuzz. So we'll correct with that. Now, if you wanted to, I'm a little high for a hover taxi. About right there would be it's still a little high. I'm still drifting left. Why am I drifting left? Alright, let me come back over. About right in that area. Whoop. About right there. It's hard to give you third person and fly at the same time in a chopper. But anyway, that'd be a good hover taxi leap right there. That would be a hover taxi. Me, I don't see the point. If you're going to hover in a taxi, I'll just take off. I mean, I understand, you know, probably some airports, that may be what they want you to do. I don't know. I'm not a military guy, so I don't know these things. You have to ask Casmo on that. But, we're going to give her a little collective. We're going to go ahead and shoot off. And we're giving a little left rudder, swing around here. Pull it back on the stick, make it sharper. And we'll come back over here and we'll just land. And speed. So anytime you pull back on the collective, excuse me, on the cyclic, you're going to rise in a helicopter. Like I said, I'm not the best teacher on the Apache because I'm not going to lie, I've been flying the Mirage lately. Probably going to be doing some videos on that. But I'm used to the Black Shark. Still my go-to chopper. But I do like the Apache. Anyway, so we're going to come in here, we're going to land. And set her down. And she's wanting to go left. So we get a little left rudder. And we'll set her down here. But hopefully that was give you a little bit of help. The best thing is to do, guys, make sure you got a trim button set up. You definitely need a trim button on this thing, because without it it can make low-level flying a pain in the butt. Excuse me, not low-level flying, but low-speed flying. We'll wave to the Hueys as we go by and the other Apaches. Hi. But hopefully that was helpful for you. There is another mode in your screen here for flight. I was watching a video by Casmo. Because Casmo was actually an Apache pilot in the Army. He was saying that nobody ever uses this mode, like very rarely. And I can understand why, because you don't get some of the symbologies that you need for cruising. So I keep her on this mode here. If I'm hovering, of course I'll keep her on that, but yeah. And I'm sorry I don't know the names of the modes, I apologize. But that's just a quick tutorial. Now, if you want to shut her down, we're going to hit I and take the obstacle away. Just do everything in reverse. Start turning off systems. Radios off. We're going to go ahead and start our APU. Maybe. There it goes. I was like, why is the APU not starting? Alright, APU's up and running. We're going to hit the minus key slowly. Bring that power on down.
RPM low. Rotor RPM low.
Master caution. We're going to left alt, end. So we'll kill engine 1. Or excuse me, right alt, end. And then right shift, end. Kill engine 2. And we can go ahead and throw on our rotor brake. Turn that on. And then we'll kill our lights. Here and here. And turn the APU off. And turn the master power off. And we can open the door. Go outside and frolic. Whatever you'd like to do. And that's pretty much it. So if you guys want to see weapon systems or anything like that, I can show you from the pilot's perspective, but I have not learned the gunner seat stuff yet. I don't have them bound yet to my joysticks, simply because I'm one of those guys. I like to be in control of the aircraft. I don't want to have AI fly in my aircraft. So I can show you how to work George and things like that if you want me to, but don't ask me to show you the gunner seat because I don't mess with it. Alright? So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any comments, please let me know. Or if you want to see anything. And give me a like and subscribe, and we'll see you later.